Everyone hear me? Hoping so. Assuming so. Righty, well, I'm assuming that's all the turnout we're gonna get. So, yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Kevin, and I'll be your race director for today. Today, together with the entire staff, and especially our race control team, we want to welcome you all to the first race of the Anti-Slow Racing Christmas GT3 series, powered by our friends at Major's Garage. Today, we'll be racing at the one and only freshly updated Watkins Glen. Before we start, we have a few bits of information we'd like to share with you before I let you guys get on with qualifying. If there's any questions, please use the request to speak button or just post them in the Xmas G3 series, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, first a bit of track info. As mentioned, today we'll be driving on the Watkins Glen in the boot layout. As some of you will probably know, Watkins Glen International is the birthplace of the post-war road racing in North America. And we're very happy that we can bring you all today on this newly scanned track. General layout is the first turn is known as the 90, a right-hander and a good place to pass after the start-finish straight. You go up towards the S's, a series of 3 fast sweeping apexes leading onto the back straight. You should probably reach your top speed there. If not, then there's something wrong with the car, I'm assuming, before hard braking for the bus stop chicane at the end of the straight. As you take the outer loop, the track deviates from its original circuit layout for the boot section, which we'll be using today. The section is a hammerhead-shaped up and downhill section of the track. At turn 9, where the boot rejoins the original circuit, a fairly quick left-hander, which is also kind of tricky since it's off-camber. You'll rejoin the track. You will be followed up by turn 10, an almost flat-out left-hander, and the last corner, turn 11, is a fast right-hander that leads you onto the start-finish straight, guided by the Go Bowling sign. A couple general notes for the evening. We will be providing live stewarding, which means that penalties like drive-throughs and hold penalties and full course cautions can and will be awarded and or thrown if needed. We will only call full course caution if there's enough reasoning to. That would be an incident involving 3 or more vehicles that ruins the race. You'll be giving 2 quick repairs. Please use those if needed. If you're limping your car back to the pit lane and you get involved into an incident, we will look at that harshly. So if need be, tow. We know it's not nice, but rather that than endanger the rest of the drivers. You'll automatically receive a drive-through penalty when you reach 18 incident points, and every 5 incident points thereafter will reward you 1 as well. There is no max incident limit, but we will look at that if need be. If you are involved in an incident, please stay calm, collected, and of course do not insult any of the drivers on the radio. We will note any incidents that will be under investigation or that will be investigated through race control chat. Any outcomes will also be broadcasted there as well. If your incident happens not to be mentioned, you can ask the stewards to investigate this through the voice chat once. Mentioning multiple times or again calling out or insulting other drivers is not allowed and will result in a mute. Having the race control chat or race control radio channel in iRacing should be turned on for all of you, as this will be used for communication. Besides that, keep the voice channels clear at all times, besides for the previously mentioned incident reports or pitting in/pitting out notifications. During qualifying, we want to remind you that this is an open qualifying session, so please be aware of the other drivers on the track. There is a chance that there will be a pace difference between you and other drivers, so leave a sufficient gap at the start of your hot lap. If you're on a hot lap, please be aware of, if you're on an out lap, please be aware of the drivers on their fast laps. Like check your delta at the pit exit, don't impede drivers. If you're looking to leave a gap, please do so between turn 4 and 5, the back straight before the bus stop, or between turn 7 and 8, the boot straight. Do not slow down during the turn 2, 3, 4 section or between turn 8, 9, and 10, as this will most likely impede other drivers since the racing lines are quite tight through there. If you're slowing down between turn 4 and 5 or between 7 and 8, stick to the right-hand side of the road. Again, don't impede drivers going into tight sections like the bus stop. Unless you're on your hot lap, please do not overtake after turn 8. This will allow people to leave their gaps and queue up if needed. If you're caught impeding another driver slightly, you may receive a warning. If it's in a significant way, you'll be given an 8-minute hold penalty in qualifying. So that should end your qualifying right then and there. So please make sure you do not do that to other drivers. And again, a reminder, in-game voice chats should be kept clear during qualifying. So for the race will be 1 hour long. Remember that the start of the race can be a tough time on cold tires, so please be careful, please stay calm, and please stay safe through lap 1. We will be very strict on turn 1 lap 1 incidents. You can win the race there, but you can sure as heck lose it, so keep an eye on that. Besides that, remember that the cars are limited to 40% fuel. According to our calculations, this should result in 2 pit stops. There are no pit timings, so you can pit whenever you want, as long as you make the end of the race. If there's a caution, please maintain a safe distance between the other cars and keep a reasonable speed. No unnecessary braking or hard accelerating. At the safety car restart, the leader of the race at that point will be in charge of the restart. Once the driver starts going, he will need to continue on. There's no stopping and starting, which will create an accordion effect and ruin the race for many people, so please be careful with that one. If you see any yellow flags on track, please slow down and be safe. Any incidents resulting from not respecting a yellow flag will be harshly punished. Any driver rejoining the track in an unsafe manner will also be punished. The pit lane entry is quite tricky. Make sure to call out when you are pitting and stick on the right side through turn 11 onto the start-finish straight so you can enter without impeding other drivers. And I believe those are my notes. So the floor is open to any questions. If there are none, I will gladly let you guys get on with qualifying in a couple minutes. I see a message from Niels. We will not pop every other car apart from the Audi. If there's very, very harsh things, we might look into it, but I highly doubt that will happen. Drive faster. Okay, well, I don't see any other requests, so that should be it. If there's anything else you're concerned with, or if there's any questions, throw them in chat, throw them in the Xmas GT3 series chat. And yeah, that's it from us. Happy racing. We hope you have a great time. And yeah, good luck, guys. May the best man win. Or woman. Or whatever it is.
Right, so hello and welcome to the Anti-Stall Racing Christmas GT3 series powered by Major's Garage, as you are listening to the driver's briefing, which is very nicely done, I must say. So, we are coming to the end of practice now. We'll show you exactly who's where in practice. We have 22 cars so far have set a lap time in this session. Of course, 20-minute open qualifying to come in about 6 minutes time. Just going on. There's a few cars out on track, not too many, must say, but lovely to see the amount of cars. I've noticed that got a lot of Porsches and a few Ferraris and Audi up top, but the top 12 are mostly, if I'm not wrong, mid-engine cars or rear-engine. Actually, no, the Porsche mid-engine, or is it rear? Ferrari's rear, isn't it? The Ferrari's rear-engine, but I think the Porsche's mid. Could be wrong. Don't drive GT cars too much. big mix of cars. We do have a few Beamers as well. We have a Lamborghini, and we do have a Ford GT in there as well. A good mix of GT cars. So, 20-minute open practice will be coming up shortly, and followed by an hour's worth of racing around Watkins Glen, the new Watkins Glen, the relayed, re-updated edition that just joined the iRacing service 2 weeks ago now, or, well, week maybe you want to say, is week 13 it did join, so maybe 2, but there you go. And a nice new relayed, different graphics, nicely all done, looks lovely. Notice that curbs here are a bit more, I wouldn't say vicious, a bit more higher, a little higher than they were before, especially at turn 1. I don't see it going wide there as much as advantage as it used to be, but of course you can still run wide there in your time be allowed. So there we got 4 rounds of the GT3 series over the next 2 weeks. This is round number 1 here at Watkins Glen. We go to Silverstone for round 2 on the 26th, Boxing Day as it's known in England. I don't know if it's known across the world. Maybe not. Well, that's a good question for people who do not live in England. Is it also called Boxing Day where you live, the 26th December? Because it's a day where all the football's on, darts and everything. Loads of sports are on as we watch. Just go a bit wide. Currently P4. There's P1 at the moment, which has been top the entire practice session from what I've seen. Not done as much running as others. He's only done 14 laps compared to some doing 30 laps, 18, 20. Got more laps, so he's been quite easy. Just goes even quicker. Now got a 6/10 gap. Of maybe doing some qualifying runs is Alessandro. P1 at the moment. In the Porsche. Top 5, all Porsche cars. Try and find someone that is on a lap. As now have 3 cars have set a time. As Noah Mousing has put a time in. Also in a Porsche. Yep, in a Porsche as well. Lots of Porsches here today. Apparently not going to P3. P3 is not the one I was looking for there. P3 is, and we will find him. There we go. Joe in P3 at the moment. Also, shockingly, in a Porsche. So the Porsche seems to be the card being here for round number 1. They can change cars each round. They are not stuck in a certain car the entire season. These 2 weeks anyway. They can change car when they want to. Is nice, so we might see a mix of cars depending on what track it is. Like today we've got a lot of Porsches. May change when we go to the next round in Silverstone. It might be even different by when we get to round 4 at Interlagos.
Hello, I'm going to be joining you for a little while.
You're going to be joining me for a little while.
I'm just quickly setting up my sound for broadcasting.
Lovely. That's a lovely view. You can see basically the whole of Watkins Glen from this view. Don't know how I found it, but there we go. That is gorgeous. Look at that. And it's changed as much as I was loving that. That was gorgeous. It's not enjoying me clicking on different people, but there we go. We found find Niels in P20 at the moment in an Audi. Lots of different cars, lots of cars. Well, we've got 23. Not all of them out on track at the moment. 1 Ford GT, 1 Lamborghini, I believe, 2 Audis, 3 Audis. So mostly Porsches. Niels pulls off. Interesting grid spread, pretty close, I'd say. 6/10 the top 2, but then the top 3 are all within the same 10th. Then quite close from 5th to 9th. Then it's close from 10th to 18th, pretty close, and then the 18th to 23rd are also quite close. You don't never know who's got what fuel in for practice. Could be different when it comes down to it. Qualifying soon, in about a minute's time. The top 5 in qualifying get points. It's 5 points for pole, and then 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 for fifth.
Point out to Zalfie there in the Twitch chat saying that apparently Elias Stromer has a surprise on board for the stream.
prize on board for go on board the lovely Christmas tree. And it's don't know why it's done that. We do not want. Here we go. Got elves in the sun strip there. That's lovely. And are they holding? It's pit crew elves as well. Look at that. They've got stop sign. They've got wheel guns. It's lovely.
Amazing.
Nice.
Elias did spend quite a lot of time building that one himself.
Always done that again. Go back to him. Can I go back to him? No, just his qualifying's about to start. Practice is over. Lovely. We do have that competition of who's got the was it Christmas jumper type competition that you would have at your work or your office over Christmas. I had one the other day. Forced in a random Christmas jumper. I can't remember what it said on me. I got drunk, so it was fine. But time for qualifying. 20 minutes open qualifying. As I said, the 5 points are on offer for pole, and you realistically would like to be at the front of the field here, I'd think, as yes, turn one's quite a tight 90-degree corner, but obviously quite a wide exit, but then it runs up that hill through the tight chicane and then into the braking zone for the it's 2-part chicane of the fast one. Right, left, left, right. Very difficult to do, and especially with 23 cars going down into that. It's going to be interesting to see how well everybody does. You wouldn't want to be in the midfield start of this race.
It does appear as well. We've got lots and lots of fans for Stefano Barrera right there. We've got Fab Racing 012 saying go number 369.
I would love to go on board with someone, find someone, but for some weird reason my timing screen is just saying no to me, really. I'm gonna again with it. You mean I can't? There we go.
Hit the apply button if it doesn't let you the first time.
Everybody's names disappeared, and I don't know why, but I
Oh.
found them again now.
So I think it's going to be Andrew Chorostecki is about to start his flying lap. I think he's the first to start his flying lap, if I'm not mistaken.
Can get up the lovely track map just to see where everybody is at. So number 04 is the one who is leading the way, I think. There, I think.
Number 4 is Francesco Biasiotto Lopez. I'm really sorry if I butchered that name. It does appear that he is in the front there on the first hot lap.
So he's got the clear air.
That's just been a warning from race control for car number 15. Warning to keep the voice chat clear.
See what times they do. So they want to hit 45. Well, we saw Old in practice being P1 anyway, being a 44. So I guess that is the time to aim for on low fuel. We'll see how many runs actually people go for with a 20-minute session. Do they keep going? Seems the two people behind Francesco here are in the same car with the same livery. Are they teammates? Two Audis. Wait for the timing screens to start popping up when we see everyone come along.
As soon as Francesco crosses the line now, unless they got a 1x on the way through, which my telemetry says he hasn't, we should see someone getting qualifying time in.
Flashing behind.
Oh, so it was Andrew Chorostecki that set the first lap there with 146.9. With Elias Stromer, then setting the pace at a 144.8. Chris van der Nice, just playing with 145.0, and then Stefano Barrera taking the lead with a 144.6. And I do have a feeling from watching practice that's going to change very, very soon.
Flooding in now. Like everyone's got some decent space. Every car, I think, not every car, a few cars not out. I think only 3 of the 23 cars not out on track, so pretty full track at the moment.
Yeah, you got car number 17, car number 13, and car number 22 currently not out on track, apparently.
Andrew is going quicker than himself in P9. P9 at the moment. Not enough, I would say, for pole. That was very wide there from Alessandro. Quite wide. I've noticed that they can run a very nice drift out of the tight left-hander. They can run quite wide in this last sector without seeming to get any X1s here. Are they getting X1s for going very wide on the penultimate corner over the curb?
No, they're not. That is new to the new scanning of the track. It's quite difficult to get off tracks on that final corner now. However, on the first corner, it's really, really easy to get off tracks now.
The first turn now easy to get off track, so you don't want to be going off wide there, but penultimate corner seems the place to be. As I was watching in practice, watching everyone, the guys at the top of the leaderboards would definitely go in off there, I'd say, over the curb. But Lestro has gone pole for now. And I think I can bet my money on pole being in a Porsche, because I've watched practice and I'm looking at the times now, and the top 4 are already in a Porsche, so I can... Interesting to see why many people have chosen the Porsche here. Benny now goes P8 in the Ferrari in the Williams livery. Very, look at that, very bumpy on the exit of turn 1 these days now, with the curb being a little bit more raised up. Got on laps. 18 cars now put laps in. They're all flooding in at different rates. Francesco is on a lap. Well, slightly better in the last 2 sectors than his previous best. Will it be enough? 5 tenths off of pole at the moment. Refueled for a few runs. Car behind goes a little bit wide on the exit. It doesn't run too wide, I must say, on the penultimate corner. Throws it through the last corner. How close do you want to get to the wall? Quite close it seemed. PB in the last sector there. Crosses the line. Any better? 44.4. So better. Into P2. 10th off now. Looks like going for a slow lap that time maybe. Pull down. Yeah, definitely go up now. See? So it's Justin Hayes in one of the Audis, which seems to have the same livery as the other Audi. Bastian's also in an Audi, but the other one of who is it? No, Parkinson does have the same livery as someone else though. I think so JJ Parkinson and Joe Pinder are in the same. They have the same livery, different cars with same livery. Is it Tobias? Maybe that's no. Tobias is in a Porsche.
I think JJ Parkinson is one of the few that we've got in a Lamborghini, and
Yeah.
Joe Pender is in a Ford GT. So Parkinson just putting in a lap there, 146.4, slotting him into P21. No, that's not right. Into P16. So still waiting for 3 more times. Jose Garcia Gons, Tobias Perstadt, and Joe Pinder still waiting to set their times. All 3 of them on track though. Jose Garcia doing better on his Delta this time than it was the previous lap. Guessing he had an issue on the last lap. Just came around turn 1, kept it within the boundaries. I would assume he is on his hot lap now. I apologise, he's nearing the end of the course here. I mistook that corner. So round the final corner and down the main straight. See if he can put a time on the board. setting him into P12 with a 146 flat.
So, Esfano has just gone P3. Stayed P3, gone slightly quicker. It's now 2 tenths back from pole. Getting quite close at the top. Sebastian's on a better lap. Chris and Denise is on a better lap. Joe's here is on a better lap from P9. Sebastian just behind, I think, tapped the wall on the exit of the last corner. P9 for Joe. Sebastian goes P10 after slightly tapping the wall. Times are flying about. Sebastian's pulled off now. I think he's gone straight to pits after getting slight damage. Quicker. Pole man at the moment might be. Does Andrew go? Tobias goes P11. His first time. Is Andrew going quicker? No, Andrew's not going quicker. He's crossed the line, stays P15. Chris Van der Nies coming towards the end of his lap as well. I think Pole's going quicker at the moment from what I can see. Bit wide there. Very, very wide. Doesn't touch the grass though. In crucial Chris stays P5, I think, does improve, but just stays P5. I think Elias is also improved. Top 5 win 5 tenths now, but there could be more. Sandro is going to the line, definitely going quicker. To the line, Pole's going to improve by how much? Or maybe not. So the last, what was it? It was 43.8. Quite a big improvement. The gap was 5 tenths to the top 5. It's now nearly a second, so that's a 4 tenth improvement. I think quicker than anything we saw maybe in practice as well, so...
Wes, really quickly, can't I get you to share your screen into Discord, please? Thank you.
Back. Who's back? Anybody on an improvement? I think a few might be. Is Leon on an improvement? Oh, he's in the wall, is what he is on the last corner. That was bad time to mention him. Mayo, he's trying to get out of the way now of everybody else, as there is a car coming by. There we go. Brisk going by. Leon sadly not improving. They're hitting the wall. Anybody else? Maybe Joe Pinder in the lovely Ford GT. May he improve? It's a lovely livery, I must admit. Colours. Contrast the grey and the light green. It's lovely. P2 might be going quicker here, but we'll stay with Joe for now. Only car in the Ford GT. I think we did see the Ford GT win the test event, one of the test events. Comes to the line. Is he going to improve on himself? There's 147.5, but it turns out to be a 146.4. So 2P19 for Joe. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Going to improve. P21 at the moment. And P14. 145.9. Improvement. Dina. Don't think P3 did improve, or is still going anyway. Doesn't look like they're improving at the moment. Benny just did. Benny's on P8 on 45.4. I think Michael Rockford in P23 might improve as well. Don't know if P3 will improve. Doesn't look like it at all. No. Where is Michael? Michael's definitely improving on himself looking at the numbers I'm seeing. But how big of an improvement will this be? Because a few positions here. Will he get into the 45? That is the question. As we got a spin in the background, BMW was spun. See who that would have been. May have been Leon. I think it is. Right, round the last corner for Michael Rockford. P23 at the moment crosses the line. Where is he now? P22 with a 46.5. Yeah, no, leader is in the pits. Or pole man in the pits at the moment. JJ Parkinson in the similar unique, I say unique livery, but a similar livery to the Ford GT, but he is in the Lamborghini. Both liveries look lovely. P18 at the moment. Not spinning. 5 minutes to go in qualifying.
And Wes, I'd just like to welcome another commentator right here called Throttle. So say hello, everyone. He'll be joining you for the remainder of this race while I rush off to the steward's box to slap out some penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, naughty, naughty people.
Yeah, excellent. Well, you guys have fun. Viewers, make sure you give these guys as much chat as you can, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Good time. I guess don't be too harsh, but is
Ooh,
a
crash
horrible
by the
job.
BMW there on turn 1.
That Joe's maybe. Has he come out of the pits? And yeah, it's come out of the pits and dropped it, I think, there. Fortunately, we'll go back live now. Annoying, he's going to repit and come back out. So 23 cars. 4 minutes left, well, just under 4 minutes left of qualifying. You still out there trying to improve. Will Michael Rockford improve again in the Ferrari? Want to make his way up the grid slowly? No, he's going. I think that's quite slow around the last corner, so that won't be an improvement. I think Elias has dropped it. Yes, he has. Crikey, that's a crash and a half there from him. Find that one. He does here. Got Sebastian behind him. Oh, he just doesn't brake. Okay, fair enough. Oh, crikey. Whatever. 5. What are you on?
Just loading into the session.
Oh, lovely. Quite wide from Francesco, but that seems to be the line that's preferred. Went quicker in the first sector. Not really gone too much quicker in the last 2, but he could be improving here. We'll stay on board as he goes around the last corner. Drives to the pit lane wall. And I'd say it's not an improvement. Stays P3. Anybody else? Niels crosses the line. P12 for Niels. 45.7. Quite very close in the midfield. Temps in it. P6 to P15. Covered by 7 temps. Justin Hayes going slightly quicker, I think, in P9 at the moment. He's one of the other drivers in the Audi. I think he's with Niels. Not wrong, Niels the same livery. I'm going to go double. Yes, they do. Niels and Hayes. Same livery or similar, maybe? One looks more crispy. Sure if they're exactly the same, actually. Bias in P7 apparently has no... He chose the wrong car. So he doesn't have a setup, but he's P7. So that's a good run in the Porsche there. I wonder what car he would have chosen instead, but good run in P7 without any knowledge of the car or a setup.
Yeah.
Improving is JJ Parkinson here. Looks like apparently my timing screen is going to improve massively, but on the thing it doesn't say that his sectors have been that good. Crosses the line. Does he stay where he is? He improves, to be fair. Stays where he is, but does improve.
Well, at least he improved.
Closing the gap there.
Oh.
More.
There was a crash on the backstretch chicane.
This one. Let's see if this is it. Joe? Any chance maybe in a Porsche? No, it's just ahead the Beamer. Oh, it was Joe as well. Oh, yes, they do. They inevitably find each other in the middle of the track. Oh, not even on the track, in the middle of the grass.
Well, at least they weren't on the track. That's always good.
Yes, I'm not sure if they can get told off for the stewards for crashing off circuit. As qualifying comes to an end, he was going to go in the Lambo, but sadly picked the wrong car. 2 days working on a setup to then pick the wrong car. That must be extremely frustrating.
Yep.
P1's out on track, P2's not. P3 apparently going quicker in the moment. It's the only one that could possibly challenge for pole. Everybody else on laps don't seem to be going quicker looking at the sex times. He's actually spun P3 into the wall backwards. And that is the fight for pole is done, I think, there. He's on the limit, is the pole man. Comes into the pit lane, I think. Takes 5 points. Pole gets... Oh, he's crashed into the pit. There. Well, he's apparently not. Someone has this.
Oh, an Audi, I think.
Chris is on a lap. Is it going to be any better, though, from P5?
No. But it's always good to run laps in qualifying, because then you get practice for the race, even if you have practiced.
Yeah, there's nothing better than track time. Nothing better.
He's the lone person out on track.
But then, find anybody else. I think everybody is done. That will be the grid. They're going to have a nice little warm-up coming up, I think. They got a couple of minutes of warm-up while a lot of these guys have been practicing for a while now, so they've got a little bit... Quickly go to the loo, come back and get ready for the hour-long race, which should be a two-stopper. They are limited to 40% fuel capacity, so...
Should be an interesting race.
P2 and P3 for Fusion Hispanic, so they're very happy with P2 and P3 at the moment.
Pretty close together, as it seems.
Yeah, very, very close. Top 4 all in Porsches, all very close. Midfield very close as well. I'd say quite a lot of battling going on. Even for the P20 to P23, they're all very close, within tenths of seconds to each other. So could be battling throughout the field here. There's race, but I guess warm up. Gridding. Wonder why it says race. Not because it's only a 5-minute race, so it's definitely not right. Means warm up. This is. Anyway. Lovely view. Basically see the whole track from that last view. It was quite nice. I think there's a tower that you can sit in there at the actual track where the whole view. Lovely circuit. Flows very well. They are gridding. So this is... I think, okay, maybe it is time. So here we go then. Let's get the grid up. See what it is. So the grid is as this. As Lastro will take pole position, followed by, it was 5 temps and back to, make sure that is definitely the right one. It's not practice. God, they're all lovely names. Estrano. Why not? Why not? Why not? Number 369. Why not? We'll go with the numbers for the first couple. Actually, Francesco, I could say easily. P number 3. Elias in P4. Chris Van Nice in P5. Benny P6 in the Ferrari. Joe in P7. Bias in P8, which wanted to be in the Lambo, but is in the Porsche. P9. Justin Hayes. P10 is Joe's. Bastian in P11. I think the first of the Audi. Charlie Lord in P12. P13 Niels is in, what's this, another Audi, followed by Noah Alsing, which is one of the drivers that had the least amount of practice. 14. JJ Parkinson in P15. Only Lambo at the end. Dana in P. Dino even in P16, followed by Joe's in P17. Andrew Bofsky in P18. Brett Parkery. Oh, it's Canadian, so it could just, oh, it could be a French. But Paria, I don't know. Brett is in P19, followed by Joe Pinder in P20. P21 is Leon, followed by Michael Rockford in P2, and Freddie Maynard in 23. Oh, I believe they have a full warm-up lap. But
It's the wait before the race.
long wait where it gets a nice bit intense, sitting on the car waiting to go.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely more intense than the actual,
The race, yeah.
yeah, or even the out lap's quite intense, especially near the end. The warm up lap gets quite intense when you're about to go.
Yeah.
Livery of Elias there in P4. Teammate liveries of the Fusion Hispanic in P2 and P3. Lovely. In the chat, they're saying good luck to all the drivers. Don't give us stewards too much work. Yes. Yes, Stuart. 23 cars, nearly all lined up. Last couple cars. Got, I think, 10 seconds before the pace car will drive away. Okay,
Hey, right, just a quick one. Turn throttle up to like 200%.
Oh, am I still a bit quiet?
On stream, yes.
Alright. Well, I could talk a bit louder if you'd like.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cheers, guys. Loving it so
Yep.
far. So carry on.
Let's go. We are underway.
Lovely. And you up any more as well? I'll find other ways to try. That will help. So, on the warm-up lap, here we go. We get a bit intense now.
Yeah.
Few cars decided not to, although they just weren't loaded in. Me, so I've got, what have I got a limit, have I? I've got a limit just on about 20, I think is my limit, it would seem. I can't see all 23 cars at once, but I'm sure we won't need to. I don't think the back of the grid will be starting at the same time as the front here, depending on when Alessandros decides to go.
Ooh, a nice onboard shot of the Porsche there. I think the most stressful time for drivers is the moment just after qualifying when you know you're about to get into the race. Well, that's at least what it is for me.
Sitting there, the waiting,
Mhm.
everything.
And then once you start moving, it's like, oh, here we go.
I mean, you know, it's about to happen. You've been practicing for.
Hmm.
On a pre-grid, I'm quite. On the real grid, I'm quite ready to go. It's just when you get called to the track, that's when it's quite intense. Put that helmet on, get ready to go, all the nerves. And then as soon as you're on the grid, you're ready to go. As soon as these lights go out for these drivers, they'll be fine. But right now, maybe overthinking everything a bit too much. Always a thing to do. Think about the first turn. There's nothing you can really do other than react to the cars around you.
He's saying to turn me up a bit more, apparently. Because apparently on stream, I'm a bit quiet. All right. Mm-hmm. Safety car is going to be in the pit lane here soon. Yep. Dies in at the last minute. And we are underway. It's going to be quite hard commentating when you don't know anybody, but it seems we're fine through turn one. I see no big incidents. They all make it through cleanly.
Yeah, now it's up the hill. That's where the Rory will start. Look at them all.
Oh, the Porsche and the Ferrari getting very, very close up the hill as we head on down to the back stretch. No big issues to report. Oh, the lunge by a Ferrari. That's
Everybody's
Just
surviving.
as we head into the boot. Everything is looking good. Leader is pulling away. Sizable gap to the 5 cars behind. But so far, a really clean race at the minute.
Yeah, that was a good start. That everyone's clean, everyone's away, no incidents. That's exactly what you want.
Ooh, and the lunge. Let's see who it is. The pack racing near the back is. Ooh, it's quite feisty.
Something's happened to us. Oh, what's happened there? We've lost. He's back again. The leader disappeared and then came back. Blipped in,
Oh.
blipped out, which is all fine. Thought we had lost him for good then. That's a bit close. Door to door. That's to the wall.
Oh no! And there he goes.
Oh, there's car in the pits and everything there. That's
Yep. That's a tow.
probably the find that better. See, we're not going to see that one exactly how. Door to door. It just rubbed doors into the last corner. I think then it throws the Lamborghini the other side, and sadly the BMW collects.
Mm.
He's put him all. Oh, the Ford GT ends up. No, it was the Ford GT end up in the firewall in the pit lane. I think sorts itself out. My timing screen.
The netcode has been pretty bad this week.
Yeah, because it's telling me that P1 is now P20, but he is first still. A bit wide. Ooh, Joe gets away with that one. All single file pretty quickly. Oh, it was nearly a clean full first lap until, sadly, an incident occurred on the last corner of all the corners. We nearly made a full lap, but
Oh, someone's almost on the grass up the hill. They tried to attack the leader, but leader's still managing to hold his position. Is there now? Oh no, he got to slow down. Oh, that sucks. That's gonna drop him back quite a bit. Went on the grass up the hill trying to take the leader, but got to slow down instead and had to drop back on the backstretch.
leader's now dropping down my order, but I feel like that's going to be jumped back up in a minute with some netcode, or is he actually out? Because we've got Leon still nearly side by side there with Noah, I believe, which has just gone through.
No, the leader's still there.
Still there, yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's back again. There you go. All goes green, and he's back at the top.
Just think he's in the lead. Oh, and you.
Is this Noah going around the outside again? Noah now passing, I think, another car there of Andrew. I'm not sure what happened to Noah, but he's making his way through the field brilliantly. Past two cars on that lap. He's got another two to go in this train that he's in. And is this Chris trying to go to the outside of Francesco? It is. Doesn't do it. Let's stay in P4 for now. Where? Very close pack here. Andrew, Leon. Leon up the inside, contact! And there goes Andrew. That is unfortunate. We watched that one again. Into the corner. Leon puts his nose up the inside. Bit late, but it was fair. And then mid-corner, we're not going to see it. Slight contact. Sadly just spins Andrew round. And he comes back on. And continue, but lost a lot of time and a bit of damage to the rear of the car, I'd say. Quite unfortunate. Benny very close to Justin here. Not going to think about a move up the inside. Pretty close though. Michael Rockford making a pass. There's Brody. No, it's Noah going through as well. Noah making another move. He's now got one more car in the train that he's going to try and pass, and that's Michael Rockford. Leon now gets past, or is passing Brett. They're side by side at the top of the hill. Does Brody stay ahead of Joe's? He does. Over back, Leon. Getting attacked by... Yep, he stays behind for now. Bit of a run here. Does he go up the inside? Thinks about it. Doesn't do it though.
Have a bit of a moment, but we're back.
Good. Where everyone's running at. Noah is really the one on the move at the moment. Now, who's he behind? It's Michael Rockford is his next target. Not sure if he was involved in any of that last corner mayhem. Maybe he had to avoid... Well, I think it ended up being 3 spinning cars. One ended up in the pit lane, one onto the outside wall, and one down the back of main straight, wasn't it? So it was quite a few involved in that. Pitting. There's a car pitting there. Not sure who that was. It may come up on screen. I hope it does. Was it Joe's? It is. Joe's pits. I've had a crash. Here's Noah then. Gonna get the slipstream from the Ferrari ahead. Gonna try and get to P13. Thinks about it. Goes back into slipstream. Stays there for now. Inside. Thinks about it again. Stays behind for now. Very close in the exit. Could try and go up the inside like Leon did a minute ago on Andrew. Hopefully not the same outcome, but they stay as they are. Better exit. Immediately to the inside. Would he go? He's pulling alongside. Now all he's got to do is outbrake him here. Hit the brakes. Up into P13 he goes. The hill. Up into... Turn number 9, stays ahead. And another move done by Noah. I think Neil's past JJ Parkinson as well. There. Has. JJ thought about a move there, you can see it. Neil's a bit... sideways, still sideways, eventually controls it. JJ up the inside maybe here, thinks about it. Sort of slightly cut off by Niels. Niels was having absolutely none of that. Here we go, slipstream down the back straight here. Will JJ get a run? Goes to the inside of Noah. Be interesting on the brakes, side by side now, just ahead maybe as they hit the brakes. And yeah, no, and that is JJ through back into P11. And same happening behind. Noah trying to stay ahead of Michael, and he does so. He got also Brody Maynard in this battle. It started at the back, but after incidents, no longer at the back. P15 now out of 23. Is everybody still running? That's the question. I do think we've lost Jose. He's actually a lap down, but he's in the pits as well. But everybody else is still running. Was 2 fast repairs as well.
Well, that's nice.
Just in case they do have.
Bit of an incident.
Yeah, they could. Oh, Neil's had another moment there. But Fives. Moment. Close if it is now. Fine. Sebastian in P10, quite close to Tobias. Going to turn 1. Will he go for a move? He is definitely going for that one. Up the inside. Sebastian goes. Side by side. Not able to do it. Good run by Tobias just to stick it on the outside and keep the position for now as they go up the hill. The gap to the leader is 2 seconds now. Brody is just past Michael. I'd say that's into turn 1 and up the hill it is. Brody is past Michael now. Elias is falling down the order. He went off track, so let's see how he did that. Just misses the chicane.
Oh.
But interesting, and plays it nicely to come back on, but position is lost and some time lost, but no damage, so it's a good thing. Benny in P6 just behind Justin in P5. He's now got Elias behind him. Was actually before Elias is Joe. All quite close here for P5. 3 seconds back from P4.
They're really wanting this position.
The outside.
and
Ooh,
he
bit
chomps
close.
him off.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wonder if he's waiting to get a run on the front stretch. Get a nice draft and have a look into turn 1.
Good exit. He could do it. Maybe not close enough now. He's going to have to think about a little bit defending as well from Joe behind. Top 3 stay as they are as well from the start of this race. Yeah, it is still from the start of this race. Now, here we go. This could be a lot of movement going on here. Benny has to attack Justin, but he's also got Joe, which has got a very good run, I'd say, up this hill.
It's going to be a close one. It's going to be on his bumper. It's going to look right, but he chops him off. Where's he going to go now? It's now almost a 4-car battle as the Porsche looks the inside of the Ferrari, but only a look as he tucks back in. And Justin still managing to hold on to the 5th place. The Ferrari keeps hounding him. He's still close behind. But nothing to report has changed in that battle. Oh yes, to make a point of note, let's see how Brett Finkari is doing. The driver in Our Night in America. Currently sitting P16. Running a clean race so far, so... from what I've seen, all of these drivers are extremely clean. It's far better than official driving.
Yeah, only the... 2 incidents now, I'd say. The one on lap 1, which was a door-to-door contact, and then sadly the other one with Leon is a bit of a late move, but also quite a fair one, so maybe you could argue racing incident with that one. So I'd say, yeah, quite clean. I feel like it's all about trying to get the run, isn't it? Out of turn 1, up the hill. into the S's, but I don't like passing into these S's. It's quite a fast. It's not a heavy braking zone. It's quite a fast part of the section.
Hmm.
It's not easy to out brake someone. I feel like the place to do it is more into hill, or
Yeah.
even the toe actually out of the boot for
Yeah.
2 corners time. If you get a good exit here, it's a nice place to try and overtake into this next corner with the how the track works, how it curves round. It's nice.
Yeah, it is always exciting though to see another car duck from another car behind as they go side by side up the hill. That is always cool to see.
Hmm. Agreed. Gonna try and outbrake him there. Look, felt like the way Sebastian's car there, he definitely thought about it. You can see he slightly turned to the wheel to the right and decided against it. These two still battling. I think Michael and Brody still going at it for P14. With Brett just behind. So if these two continue to battle, I feel like, is he going to launch up the inside there? I mean, you could see it, but he didn't. Brett will close these two down if they continue to fight like they are. Slight slide from the Ferrari. It's on the grass there. Don't want to be on the grass too long into this left-hander. Well, this one, I've seen a lot of people in practice clip the grass on the left there into the last corner and lose it.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, Joe looking for a move on the Ferrari, and he's gonna get it done. Oh, but just chops him off. Going into the backstretch chicane, but now the Ferrari's right on his bumper, and he could follow. That's a good move.
Very good move, and that's been a little while coming.
Mhm.
Will he go up the inside, just immediately attacking back? Thought about it, doesn't. He's on the grass! He's gonna spin!
No!
Oh, that's Benny is round. In the wall. Damage to the rear, definitely. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's like he can't even reverse it. Is he gonna? Oh, he's waiting for everybody to go past.
Oh, wow.
That's frustrating.
Now he can go, I think. Now he can. Yeah, he can now. Oh, let's watch that again now. That's unfortunate. He just touches the grass on the way in and round. He goes lucky not to collect Joe as well.
Mhm.
That is very lucky. I'm just gonna watch. Sadly, I'm gonna, just for his unfortunate benefit, I would like to see that again.
Mhm.
Just, it's just. I wonder how much damage that's done.
Such a tiny error. It doesn't look like it's done any damage. I figure it's just the good old iRacing netcode fix itself damage.
Yes. Elias is now pitted, and so is Niels. So 2 people in the pits now. Obviously, we expect 2 pit stops because of the 40% fuel. Don't expect tyres, just 2 pit stops of fuel. So 2 cars in now. More than 2 because Brett's also in from P15. So 3 cars have decided that it's time to pit. Interesting to see how different the fuel tanks are as well, and how different the GT3 cars consume their fuel. So could be a bit of strategy going on in some battles here. Brett also getting out of the battle he was in with Michael Rockford, so that might be good tactic just to jump out of that battle for now.
As of late, everything looks to be a-okay. No other incidents other than pit stops. Stop BMW.
That's Leon. Is that Leon getting out of the way? Yes. His way of
Wow.
allowing the traffic to go through. Telling me the leader's in the pit lane. And he is. In he goes. Top 3 are all in. Top 4 are all in. They've all pitted at the same time.
Let's see. Oh. And Joe makes his pit stop after being behind the Audi. Did the Audi pit? No, the Ferrari did, though. So the Audi he was battling must have had more fuel who's going for
Yeah,
an
because
overcut.
everybody else is pitted, but the Audi. A couple cars pitted last time, but everybody is in here.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting if that Audi can make it. That's a question,
Mhm.
because we did see an Audi pit last lap. So, what's he doing differently to everybody else? Everybody's in.
Mhm. Let's see.
There's Elias come out in all this, actually looking at it, because he should be behind Joe. And he's not going to be. By pitting a lap earlier, Elias has jumped. Am I wrong? Where is he? There's Charlie. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Elias has definitely jumped Joe. He was behind, and now, does that mean they're going to jump the Audi of Jason when he pits? Jumping has been done then. Did Brett jump Michael? Is he battling with? I believe he has. There's Brett. Yeah, I think Brett's jumped Michael by about 3 seconds there, so he's undercut him in that battle. So the undercut quite strong. This Audi of Justin definitely has to pit this lap, surely. Everybody else is pitted. Here he goes.
Yeah,
In he goes.
he's in. Let's see where he's going to come out.
He was in the battle with Joe and Elias, wasn't he? So, if Elias has undercut Joe, I think Elias should undercut Justin too. But now the question is, will Joe undercut Justin as well after doing an extra lap than everybody else? How much will that lap benefit him in the long run? Of course, 40, less than that, 37 minutes to go. It will do another stop. Here he comes then. Out comes Justin. And there's Elias, and there is Joe, and he's done it.
Pit exit, but he's got it.
But he did a good overcut there. That's worked brilliantly. I expected him to lose a lot of time, but he's not. He's, if anything, gained time slightly by doing that.
And now, of course, he's going to have one lap fresher tires than everybody else around him. Don't know if the one lap means really anything, but, you know, it's something.
Bastion passing Charlie Lord into the chicane. P9. Not sure if Charlie Lord's on a different strategy now after the crash on the last corner at lap 1. Definitely, I'm going to say not pitted. Because, well, no, he pitted actually, yes, he pitted very early on because... Yeah, P9 there, so he'd down once that happens. Noah's passed another car. Noah has passed JJ, which is in the wall.
Oh, no.
And Bikini's in the wall. Let's see if I can find why. Did he get help there, or did he just put it there himself? Let's go have a look. He's lost another position, and he's put it there himself, overcorrecting. Wait, oh, he's just bumped the wall a bit there. That's not how much damage that's got him. He had no choice. He's lost the rear in the corner and had to counter steer into the corner, and sadly just ran out of road. Oh, there's a spin as well. Tobias is round, and he's going to have to try and rejoin nicely. Yep, realises it was safer to reverse. Let's see how well Charlie Lord now pits from P9. Is he go? I say go now, mate. You've got 7 seconds. No, you haven't got 7 seconds. Oh, he's having to reverse again. So he's crashed. Let's have a look at this. How did Tobias end up where he is? Stuck. On board, up the hill. Car's going, car's going, car's gone. Oh, we had a car right behind him as well, and he did. Oh, that was quite close. Let's see if we can watch that from the outside. No contact with the car behind somehow. Oh, very close. Nicely done by the other driver to slot in that gap. Got back going in P17. JJ in P11. Got Brett behind him in P12. A bit damage on JJ's car after
It's
colliding
always
with the wall.
terrifying. It's always terrifying to see the backwards car on a straightaway when you're going right towards them. Because you don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, you have no idea how they're going to react, and you just hope that they're not going to move.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that, so if you've mentioned the overcut has up Justin a lot. He's up into P5 where he earlier was P9, so I think he's gained about 4 positions there.
Done him brilliantly, that has.
Mm-hmm. Not running. No. As we see Joe looking up the back of Elias. Doesn't get a good run out of the first corner. But the slipstream could be a big hand. May not get enough of it though. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to tuck in again and go for the next lap.
Benny up the inside turn 1. Benny going through on Andrew. Trying to recover his drive now after spinning and dropping in the wall. And he's through there. Next car on his list is Michael Rockford.
On a charge after touching the grass and backing into the wall.
He's got to defend here. Look at that Beamer down the straight. He's got boxed in here by the 2 Ferraris.
Mhm.
And Benny's going to go through. Michael's decided he doesn't want any part of any of that and decided just to not to make the corner.
Well, we'll see what the stewards think about that.
Probably a wise decision. I guess he didn't gain any time from it. Lost 2 places and a bit more time. But yeah, that's living to fight another day, that, completely.
Mm-hmm.
This is Brett in P12, caught up to the back of JJ now, which earlier found himself tapping the wall on the juked corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think a few of the cars, it seems, saying they're out. They're not. None of those ones are out at all. The only car I think that is out is P23. Everybody else is still in the race.
Yeah. The leaders have lapped the cars up to P19. As Brett gets a good run on the Lamborghini. It's tucked up close behind, gonna get a good draft. That depends on whether which has the more brute horsepower, the Lamborghini or the Porsche. Is he gonna send it in chicane? No, he's gonna stick behind the Lamborghini. Got a good run though. Would have figured he would have taken it. I just think that the Lamborghini might be faster in a straight line.
Yeah, I think it's just got a little bit better feeling with the air, a bit better aero than the Porsche. But maybe through the corners, especially this section, maybe Brett will have the upper hand. And chop down the gears. Look at that. Need better mid corner, better exit too.
Race control, is there any guidance on blue flag?
See what they can do into this corner. Will Brett go for it? Surely not. No.
I think he's gonna try and get the turn 1 set again. As we've seen today, that's a popular way to get past people. You stick behind them into turn 1, get a good draft, get a good slipstream up the hill, and then you can see if you look up a move into the backstretch chicane.
Joe's is pitted again. Halfway mark really now.
Alright, onto the front straightaway. Here we go.
Oh, that's a move. Somebody not making the corner. It's one of the Porsches.
Oh no!
Francesco. Interesting there. Can I find something for that one? Don't think I can, sadly, but he launched himself off the circuit.
Ooh, Brett got a pretty good exit this time, sticking a bit wide through the S's, maybe trying to see where. Oh, not as close as last time though. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna stick right behind him and maybe look for a late move. No, the chicane comes too quickly.
But Niels has crashed. I'm not sure where he is, but we'll find him now in P22. Turn 1. Drops it.
Just lost.
Copy.
Didn't hit the wall though.
Yeah.
Someone else has jumped to pits. I'm not sure what's happened here for. Something happened for. Oh. Interesting. So he jumped the pits, but he was already in the pits. Lane has gone off track, so we got another spin. What's happened here? Oh, just lost the rear, I think. Pumps the wall. Tobias is now, we come back live, but Tobias has also just crashed, so he was up there, I think. We'll see this just before these two start battling again. What's he done?
Trying to get meaty. Oh, and he just drops it on the curb.
Oh, now what do you do? Just try not to hit the wall, really, don't you?
Brett Finkari going side by side with the Lamborghini into turn 1, but doesn't make the move.
Probably the closest he would have ever been. He was there, so I'm surprised he didn't just let the brakes roll off and... Right, here we go, though. That's a good run, I think, isn't it? Surely going to try and find the inside.
It's a good run.
Force to the outside.
Oh, but he has a good run this time.
Backs
See
out.
if he can force it. No, it sticks right behind him. I think that's a good move to do. Because if anything, you really want to swing to the inside if possible.
I think Joe has passed Elias now for P6, and they've caught up to the back of Justin a little bit too. So it's turning into a 3-car battle for P5. On through there, looks lovely. No, Brody went off apparently a lap ago. See if I can see what happened to Brody. How badly did he go off? Just wide here. He taps the wall a little bit, I think. But it survives to live another day. Oh, that's not loading. There you go. It loads. Lovely.
They're all pretty evenly spaced out as they go through the climb up the hill. The chicane. Nothing crazy to report. I think he got. Yes, he did get a better run through the chicane. He's a bit closer to Audi. Well, yes, he's much closer than before. The gaps have all tightened up significantly. As they close up
There
upon
we go.
Justin.
Oh, he's gone for that.
Oh, opportunistic move. The Audi sticks around the outside, but could never hold it against the Porsche there. Is he gonna look for the immediate repass? He's gonna look, he's gonna look, he's gonna look. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna stay behind. But I wonder if he sticks close enough just to get to turn 1 and make the move re-stick. Oh, he looks up the inside. Can't make the move stick. And now he's got a feisty Porsche behind him. Looks to be defending. Oh, as Joe goes wide up front. Doesn't have a good draft from Joe, but the Porsche behind certainly does. As they all train into turn 1. No issues to report. But I don't think Justin has the draft of the Porsche in front of him. If anything, he has to worry about defending from the Porsche behind him as they go down the back straightaway. No issues to report. Tucking into the draft of the Porsche in front. But still single file as we go through the chicane. No trigger, no moves. The Porsche behind the Audi is getting really, really close. But
Oh, he's gonna go wide.
nothing to present. Oh, kept it in. Nice there. Goes wide and kept his foot in. Made it. So we see again single file. The gaps getting big again. But nothing to report as of late.
Brett's best chance here. He might have a run. JJ here. Maybe look to the inside. I think he thinks about it. Doing a lot of thinking here, but not doing pass.
Bit of a peek.
Oh,
but
surely.
Lamborghini goes wide, doesn't he? Could get the run. Does he send it? No, he sticks behind again. I wonder if this is a strategy to maybe some mental games on the Lamborghini here. Keep thinking of making moves and putting him on edge when he knows he's not trying to make a move. He's just trying to scare his competition in front.
Because eventually he will make the move, and he won't defend. Justin's repassed Joe somehow here down the main straight, and Charlie Lord's crashed. I'm not sure how. We'll quickly have a look at Charlie Lord's crash quick and jump back. What's he done? Has he dropped it in the last corner? Yes, he has. And he's gone. Oh, it's just unfortunate. I think that was in front of one of the leaders. Here we go then. Back to Justin versus Joe.
Gets surprisingly pretty good drives. He looks, but it's all about the mental games on your opponent in front. Oh, I see as he goes wide. He goes all the way to the inside of the track, and he makes the move. But now see the Lamborghini faster in a straight line and has the draft now, so will he go for a late block? Or is it going to be a late lunge? Don't give him the inside. Oh, and he's giving him the inside. I wouldn't doubt that the Lamborghini makes it stick. Yes, he does. He takes the position back from Brett.
Straight back as well. Straight back. Didn't even give him a straight before he took it back.
I do wonder though, is it his strategy to stay behind and be in the slipstream to maybe conserve a bit of fuel, maybe go a bit longer than everybody else?
It could be the way. It could work. Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't work. There's Leon and Andrew here, actually. They're behind first, but they're having their own actual battle for P17 and 18. They're going to be side by side up the hill. Two BMWs. Leon's now. They're still side by side up the hill. Love it. Just behind the leader, having their own battle. Doesn't matter about their leader at the head. But Leon's lost the place. Drafts him. I think Parkinson's pitted from P10. Or is he not? No, he hasn't, I think. And it's Andrew that is now up P17. No, I don't think Parkinson did pits, but people are pitting apparently.
Oh, as Brett comes into the pits. Interesting. So the Lamborghini in front of him did not pit.
He wanted out of that battle maybe in the end. And Parkinson's crashed apparently. The Lamborghini he was battling with. I've got to go find it now.
Oh no.
On his own.
The mind games as soon as he was free.
He's dropped out.
Oh no. Oh, and he almost comes back on track, but luckily.
Wow.
As Brett is just exiting his pit box now. Where does that put him in the grand scheme of things with the Lamborghini he was battling?
Surely he now overtakes him and will be out of that battle. That's as soon as he's been looking in his mirrors the entire time. As soon as he had no one behind him, a mistake happens.
So JJ currently going into the boot right now. And Brett is on the chicane, so not too far away. Let's see here, Justin. The Audi, the Porsche behind, giving a look. Oh, wide goes the Porsche behind. This time he's close enough to see if he gets a good draft on the back straightaway. I don't know whether or not the Porsche or the Audi is faster in a straight line, but he gets real close. Don't give him the inside. We've seen that's the death move of the century. Sticks to the outside. He stays behind him.
These three have
No
been so
trouble.
close all race so far.
Surprised they haven't worn out their tires so much from battling, but you know, maybe it's working.
He's up the inside, is he?
Oh, he's looking for the move.
Now the other
Audi
Porsche.
still able. Oh no, he thought about it. They're all playing mental trickery games with each other, as it seems. Audi still being able to hold on to that 5th place. Quite the good race. Let's see where
P2 is now pitted, apparently, I believe.
Brett is coming down. Back straight away. Where's JJ? The middle of the boot.
Elias pits. Leon's just crashed after pitting. I'm gonna go have a look. Done. Mid corner. Oh, it does.
Oh,
Doesn't hit anything.
that's nice. It goes backwards first. That's interesting.
Yeah.
JJ has a group of cars behind him, it seems. He has the Ferrari and the Ford for P11, 12, and 13.
Oh, I
As
think
he
they're all
doesn't
pitting
pull into
here.
the pits. Oh, no. Oh, and he pulls in for the pits for a late swing. But the Ford stays out of the pits, it seems. As JJ pulls into the pits, I am interested to see where Brett will be. Brett is in the final corner now, and that has cost JJ the position. Brett making the move, going for the undercut, and it's certainly working a treat up into the P12.
Now first and second are pitted as well, so second round of pit stops has started. Third as well in the pits. Will we see fourth and fifth? We'll see fourth, but we won't see Justin because he did a lap longer than everybody else last time, and he's going to do it again.
Of course, once you do it once, it benefits you to do that extra lap again, as you've already done it once. So use the 1 lap fresher tires you once had at the start to see if it can help you in the end. As you see, most exciting, the pits. So you see Joe just leaving the pits. Oh, Porsche goes wide.
Just beat Elias out, has he? Yep, so they remained where they were.
Gotta be frustrating to see the guy you wanted to pass so good. Oh, JJ looks for a move on the Ferrari into the the final few corners. Oh, and as it switches, we've got another battle up here. Porsche v Audi. Down the back stretch. Noah looking to the back of Benny, but not having anything. Sticks behind him. And, as I say, sticks behind him, he gets quite close as he look for the outside. He looks it, doesn't go for it.
Justin now in the pits. So,
Let's see.
The way he
what
would do it.
he's gonna goes to go down the hill into the braking zone, then back immediately uphill. Let's see, still tucked in behind him. Let's go see. Let's go see.
Justin's leaving the pits now. Here they come.
Where has that put him?
Plays ahead.
So it seems that this battle isn't ending anytime soon between the Audi and the two Porsches.
That one's definitely all race long and going to the end of the race. I'd say those three continuing the battle. P5.
Let's say. Looks like the second Porsche may be dropping back a little bit. But Joe, ever the looker, looking to the back of Justin. Let's go down the hill once again. Was quite calm, and now I'm assuming they're gonna start maybe unleashing their new fresh tires.
We've got Benny now defending from Brett. Brett's found the gap, the Porsche's eyes gap. Oh, he brakes so early though. He had that, I'd say. It was he'd done all the hard work to get there, get to the gap, but then I don't know if he just couldn't see his marker with the Ferrari to the left of him, and he brakes too early, and Benny stays in P10. But Brett's probably looking quicker than Benny at the moment, I'd say.
So we see down the back straightaway. The Audi v the two Porsches battle. The gaps are starting to spread a bit.
My question is, has that other Porsche of Elias realised that maybe... Oh, here we go. Joe up the inside.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, up the inside into the boot.
Oh, back. He comes back and in.
Oh, it's going to be side by side as they go down the hill. Who's it going to be? Well, it's going to be a tough one to call, but the Porsche has the inside line. And that's going to be a faster line. Oh, but he looks down to the inside again, but just doesn't get the exit. And that'll have Joe. Oh, but he tucks in. Does he go for it again? Looks to the outside. Is it going to be a dummy? Is he going to switch back? No, he's going to stay behind him.
Better exit, maybe.
Oh, but the
here.
Porsche goes wide. He's going to go onto the grass. Oh, but it looks like it. Oh. Still keeping his position.
Oh, that's not a good exit. He's going to spin.
Oh, he spins onto the grass. Oh, and he saves it. That hands the position back to the Audi, and I would see that that Porsche is now down 2 positions. As yes, oh, but the other Porsche goes wide. Oh, this is good battle. The Audi now having the gap to romp free, leaving the two Porsches to battle on their own. Joe, looking for the move in turn 1, doesn't make it, sits behind. Let's see. No other incidents, it seems, to report.
think Noah's just passed Sebastian for P9, but Sebastian looks to try and retake the place. Isn't going to get it. How close is Joe? They're side by side, Elias and Elias.
Oh, ooh, what a chop! He had some space there, I presume.
Oh, he's
that
gone
we couldn't
wide!
See, but whoa, it's gone wide. Side by side, the Porsche around the outside. There's not as much grip there, and it's a bit off cambered, but oh, he's gonna go really wide. Still side by side as they come into the boot section. Now the other Porsche around the outside.
Didn't think it was going to stop in time.
Yeah, but they made it work. No incidents to report. So
JJ went off track at some point. I'm going to go find that.
see what happened here.
Badly went off track. Oh, he hits the wall again. He did that earlier.
Carbon copy of what he did earlier. Oh, and he
Disappears to come back, I think. Yep, comes back. But...
yeah.
Well. Noah up to P8 after passing Sebastian. Brett's dropped off the back of Benny a little bit after nearly passing him earlier. Brody's on the back of JJ now, slightly, a little bit more of a gap. The three cars continue the battle for fifth with a little bit the most gap they've had all race at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, it's about the biggest gap they've had. A wonderful race for Justin going from 9th to 5th. But I think the biggest change in position is at the moment Noah going from 14th to 8th. What a race they're both having.
The battle
No.
of JJ and is it Brody? Brody for JJ for P12 now. Closest I think there is. Is it the wall? Did he hit the wall, JJ? I don't think he did. It was close though.
No, not again.
Up the inside goes Brody. Turn 1.
Is he gonna break late enough? They break
There we
quite
go.
late. Gets the move done. Now, is the leader coming upon lapped traffic, or is that a racing? Is that a car that he's racing? His leader quite comfortably been up front.
Leon's gone off. Leon's spun. And that has allowed Joe Pinder in the 4GT to go through for P18. Well, so that's happening further back.
So we look to see. I believe that is a race for position for the lead. The leader has been quite comfortable with the gap.
Leader's got a 10-second gap.
So then there must be a lap car in front.
I believe it's Joe P15. I think he is trying to go out now.
Ah.
Leon has actually caught up to the back of Joe now for P18, so we've got a battle. After everything that's happened in this race, we've got a battle for P18. It's always interesting to see battles throughout the field, and we've got two cars that are going to try and unlap themselves in a minute, but they're free to battle with each other.
How low that Ford is compared to the BMW.
Yeah,
BMW
look at
looking like on the straightaway, it's super apparent.
Wide from the
W.
Ford.
Those tires have gone off. The Williams Ferrari, any combination, looks maybe puts his nose in round the outside.
And lapping him, he's lapping them now, so they get out of the way. Will Leon get out of the way of the other cars? Well, no, he's just got back to
Mm,
through.
to respect the blue flag procedures. Now, as Brett is starting to join in this two-way battle. So there he is coming into the back of the shot there. But I would suspect that the Ferrari is going to pull away. They might get a bit closer to the Ferrari on the the front straightaway because of the draft, but I'm assuming the BMW looking for a move there. Puts his nose in, doesn't quite make it stick.
Got a good run here.
Oh, it's got a really good run.
Extremely good run. Here we go to the outside.
Outside. Let's see, what's it gonna be?
How fast through there as well. Will they get out of the way of Brett here? Getting out of the way of Brett now, I'd say. Okay.
Brett's done one. Now he has to do the 4GT right up to the back bumper, and I'm assuming he's just going to let him go.
Yeah, will Leon try and follow through here in the braking? Let's see if that's a... He's not let him go just yet, has he? He's not...
As it goes wide compared. Flashing his lights. The BMW. As we see coming in. Let's see. Oh, and he's gonna go wide on the straight. Oh, and he tries to swing it back. Trying to loosen the hold of the draft from the BMW behind. Oh, but it goes really wide, the Ford. And now it's gonna give the BMW a good run up the hill and onto the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway we go. Looks for it, doesn't he? But tucks in behind again.
This could be it here.
It's real close to the final chicane. It's not the final chicane, the back chicane. Sorry. As they go, looks real close. Oh, and he looks around the outside. It seems maybe. Can he make it stick? I don't think he will. Oh, wheel to wheel. Oh, they make contact.
Round they go.
Into the barrier. That was unfortunate. He's waiting for him to get out of the way. Now got a hazard on the track.
What's that
As
back?
he gets the position. Oh, and the Ford just drifting ever so slightly wide, just tagging the BMW as Leon is into the pits.
Been after that, or he does? He crashes afterwards.
Oh no! And he toes to the pit lane.
That's the race over with for him. It's just the lightest of touches.
Yeah. Surprised they reacted so much for tiny tap, but it's understandable, I guess, in GT3. As we look back to Justin, ever stretching the gap.
I don't think they've closed in on in P4 here, haven't they? They've
Yeah.
brought Francesco into it.
Yeah.
But are we on the final lap? We are on the final lap.
Okay.
We're now crossing the line. Here we go. The leader will cross the line now to take the win.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, could Brett... Oh, no, sorry. Justin possibly get P4? Maybe tries to psych a mistake to the Porsche in front. Don't think it will, but a long, hard-fought battle between the Audi and the two Porsches, and it looks like the Audi is going to come on top to go from P9 to P5. But the most silent jump of them all, I presume, is Noah, who went from 14th to 8th. What a race he did.
Congratulations to Alestro for the pole and lights the flag, really. Brilliant race for him.
Yeah, didn't really have any close to competition. So everyone else really just couldn't match his pace. And Brett Pinkari coming in P11. A good race from him. See, he started. Oh, I didn't see that. 19th to 11th. Brett having a wonderful race. Oh, and I also didn't see that Brody, 23rd to 12th. 11 positions. That was a good race. I think if you do it, the most overtakes during the race, you have to go to Brody. So it goes 23rd to 12th. What a race. Let's see.
Oh, wrong results. That is qualifying results. I've just had a look at that thinking that doesn't look right because it's not. That is the right results.
Race results. So we see Justin having a good race.
Alestro takes the pole to the win as
Light-
well. Does he take the fastest
lights-
lap? I don't know if he.
Lights to flag victory there.
I don't think he does
see.
actually.
No, who does get the fastest lap? Oh, he does. He's the only one to have set a 143 during the race.
Wow. Okay, maybe he does it.
So,
Domination.
yeah, completely dominant victory. Everyone else sitting 45 and 46s. And then P3 through 2 setting 44s, but he was the only one to do with a 143.839.
Gonna get some interviews, guys.
Nice. I'd say the race got pretty hectic there in the end.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Well, that was a pretty dominant race from yourself. Lights to flag victory and fastest lap plus pole.
Yeah, it was
So-
fun, it was fun.
It seemed pretty chaotic race in the end. It seemed a lot of crashing and a lot of banging. I think our biggest upset was towards the end when the Ford had an incident with the BMW. That one was quite the one to see. Quite a good race, though, in my opinion. I loved it.
Okay, guys, so you've got P1, 2, and 3 here for interviews. Feel free to ask a few questions.
Quite a quiet race up front, it seemed. I didn't really see any action because you just had such a dominant lead. There was nothing really to fight against. I'd say the mid pack and backpack racing was quite intense in the end.
Yeah, in the end was fun.
Mm.
I tried to battle with some lapped cars, but yeah, it was fun. Stefano, by the way, was really fast in the first stint.
Mhm.
We I hope just that next race will be a lot more of battle.
Mm. I, congrats to yourself. You're the only one who managed to set a 43 during the race, a 143.839.
Oh, nice. But on draft doesn't count.
Yeah, but fastest lap of the race. But yeah, pretty chaotic race if you're in the mid pack or a little lower than that. A lot of people fighting and skirmishing pretty much everywhere. So I'd say a good race though. Near the end, it was pretty clean overall. Just a few incidents towards the end.
Question for P1. How was your tires at the end? Were they okay? Were they like how bad were they?
Well, we are pretty damaged, like 50%. So yeah, they better than nothing though.
Not difficult to deal with at all. They stayed quite fine throughout the race, you'd say. Not something you had to worry about at all. Was the lap traffic more of an issue than the tires?
Well, it was tricky at the end, but just to secure the lead and don't crash it in the last laps. But yeah, it was a little bit tricky.
Mm. I'd say good race for yourself,
Yeah, thank you.
as you locked out everything you could. But I guess we could see interesting pitch strategy with some people going for overcuts and undercuts. What strategy today did you think was the fastest?
I guess to strategy was not an option, so you just have to pit 2 times and
Mhm.
get the less amount of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
fuel saving was the key here.
yeah. Had a feeling. I think they were set to 40% fuel, so quite close at the margins you have. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, go
yeah.
guys. By the way, thanks for the race. Really good
Mhm.
fun.
Mhm. Yeah, good fun, good race too. From commentator's point of view, it was good to watch. Really fun race. So
Uh, Esfano, P2, good race. Beat your teammate as well. Was not able to get to first. How much were you pushing the entire race?
Um, Hi, yes, it was a good race for me. I was pushing because I want to catch the leader. The car was feeling a little bit bad at the end. My tires were at 30%, so it was hard to keep the car on track at the end of the race.
mm,
Yes,
So tires were a bit of an issue for you then. So that's slow you down quite a bit near the end of the race.
sorry, I can hear you.
The tires being a bit of a problem near the end. Did that slow you down a bit towards the end of the race?
Yeah, it was the Porsche is hard to handle, and yeah, with the tires were extremely damaged at the end, so the car was so hard to drive.
Oh, well done for getting P2. Good race from yourself.
Yeah, I am so impressed of myself. uh, I was trying to be the fastest car, but yeah.
Chris,
man,
you took third place in that one. You made a few places, getting on the podium. It's a good race for yourself. Did you have any issues with the tires or?
Yeah, I mean the tires were kind of okay. I've had worse races at Watkins where they just drop off to like 10%. But mine were around 40%, so wasn't that bad actually. But in general, I mean, I have to say, yeah, big up for you guys for setting this up because in such a short notice, I could join this, and it was really awesome racing from my perspective, at least.
Mhm. It was it was quite clean racing throughout the whole race pretty much. But and then towards the end it's just started to get more incident packed and a lot more closer racing it seemed. In the beginning I think a lot of people were just trying to make it to the first pit stop and save fuel, and then it started to get more racy as we went on without the race.
Yeah, I mean, I was stuck behind Francisco for the first stint pretty much, and I was just trying to save a bit of fuel and save a bit of tires. But after the second pit stop, I just felt I had more to attack, so I could take more risks. So yeah, that was pretty much my strategy, and I guess especially because it's the first race, people will be a bit more careful in the first couple of laps, seeing who everybody is because we don't know each other, of course. But as it went on, yeah, I mean, it got a bit aggressive, and I'm sorry for Francesco. He lost like 4 seconds. I don't know what happened to him, but we were having a quite a good battle in the second stint.
Mhm. It was, I think, the closest battle all race was between what was it, Justin and two Porsches. They were always going wheel to wheel and always trying to get each other. It's a really close battle. It's quite fun. Yeah, I think this race overall was a very good race. It was nice to watch, and it was glorious to commentate, and everyone did a good job. Quite clean racing. Didn't really see too many incidents. I think the highlight incident of the race is when the BMW came into contact with the Ford. I think it was the 22 and the 77. But yeah, overall, it's just a good race in my opinion.
Yeah, thanks guys for hosting it. Looking forward to the next one. Although I don't know if I'll be able to race on Sunday, but anyways, then it will be the next one.
Mm.
Will you stick with the Porsche or will you change car?
Oh, I was
So
in
you
the
weren't. No, you were
Ferrari.
in the Ferrari, weren't you? You were in the Ferrari, the one car that wasn't the Porsche. Actually, will you join them in the Porsche then, or are you sticking with the Ferrari?
Well, I'm doing a league race in a couple weeks' time, and I thought this was a good opportunity to test out a Ferrari. So I'm sticking with that to basically learn the car a bit more.
Brilliant.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I think that's a nice way to round this race off. It was a good one overall. So, yeah, I think this race was just I'm surprised of how clean and how racy the guys are. But overall, good race. I loved it and I loved being here. It was nice.
Thank you very much, Chris, for joining us as well. For that very good. Well done on your podium, and we'll see you hopefully maybe not next time, but hopefully the race afterwards.
Mhm.
Yep. See you guys.
See ya.
So race 2 will be coming to you on Sunday, the 26th of December. We call it Boxing Day in England. Don't know if everybody else does, but at Silverstone as well. So that's a brilliant circuit to race on, especially in GT3 cars as well. Quite a long circuit, about a 2-minute lap time, isn't it, for GT cars? So we'll see how much the field spreads there, but it will be hopefully another good, clean race for round number 2. And then after that, we'll be at the Charlotte Roval, very different circuit to Silverstone, as well as Watkins Glen is a very different circuit to Silverstone, and then to Lagos as well. So all quite different tracks, all unique in their own ways, and absolutely brilliant fun. Thank you very much, Throttle, for joining me for this round number 1. Hopefully you'll be back for round number 2 on Sunday.
I loved it, and I loved being here. It was amazing.